I can't believe it. Ian Machado Garry is out of the fight. I did a video on it. I was about to go live, and then the news became official, so I said, you know what? Let me do a video on it. Then I dropped the video, and then I was like, I don't want to go live right after I drop the video because everyone's going to come to the live stream instead of go watch the video. So then I jumped on here and decided, you know what? Let me just act like a weirdo in the beginning of the stream. But yeah, Ian Machado Garry's out. I did an entire video on it. If you haven't checked it out just yet, do me a favor, check it out after the stream. The biggest name on the card is now pulled out of the card. He's sick, apparently. So it's very, very unfortunate. I think a lot of people are going to rejoice in this and find a way to shit on Ian Garry for pulling out. But in reality, it's just their way of coping with the fact that the biggest name of the card pulled out. That's the honesty behind it. It does suck. It's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. For me, it's just an amazing welterweight matchup that is now not taking place at UFC 296. Talk about the last few pay-per-views of the year just being a total fucking disappointment. So, 294, 293, we don't get Dricus. 294, main and co-main get canceled. 295, Jones Stipe gets canceled. Now 296, Garry versus Luque gets canceled. It's unfortunate. The people suggesting, oh, do Wonderboy versus Luque and let Bilal fight Shaka. These people are fucking idiots. Like, you're going to rearrange the entire card because Garry pulled out? The card was too good to be true. If I was Garry, I'd tweet out right now and say, yeah, my wife wouldn't let me fight. She said I wasn't allowed to fight on this card. Maybe next time. So they bumped Cody Garbrandt to open fight night. I don't know what they're going to do. Real talk, how dumb do you have to be for Garry to get a flu the week before your biggest fight? Hap, do you know how illnesses work? Are you familiar with how illnesses work, you dumb fuck? That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. You act like he's out there licking fucking doorknobs. Like, nobody could have done that. I don't understand how that makes sense. Like, that makes no sense. I've already seen people saying, oh, it's because he's a vegan. I've never seen so many people triggered over a grown man's diet in my life. It's disappointing news days. It really is. It really is. It hurts. It hurts deep to the core. They haven't taken it off Tapology yet, so we have 14 fights. But now we will have 13. Now, he could have stayed safe when going on an international flight. But you want him to pay for a private jet? Blame the UFC then. Per MMA Uncensored, Ian Garry was licking the floor at the PI shortly before he came down with pneumonia. That makes sense. That makes sense. I can make 170 by Friday morning. I'll take the fight on short notice against Luke. I'll take a butt whooping for 10K. 10K, that's it? These people are delusional. No matter, the thing is, everyone's going to hate on Garry for it. But no matter what he was to do, they would have hated on him for it. You know? If he went out there and beat up Vicente Luque and then said he was sick afterwards, they would be like, oh, he's just trying to make himself look better. If he went out there and beat up Vicente Luque and then Luque came out and said I had the flu, they would have said, oh, it doesn't mean anything. If he went out there and beat up Luque and then it didn't finish, and they'd be like, oh, he didn't finish Ian Garry. It doesn't matter. Like, it's the same thing with the Francis Ngannou situation in a way. No matter what he did, they would find a way to shit on it. All the fans just have decided they don't like him. The Ian Garry hate is so forced, it's actually getting out of hand. Found out today that Machado is his wife's maiden name, not the ex-husband's, but nobody gives a fuck. Jesus Shuttlesworth, have you not been watching any of my videos? I've literally cleared that up 20 times. I'm not shitting on you. I respect that at least you're breaking it down. None of that's true. Everything that people have said is literally basically false information. He took his wife's maiden name because one of her kids, which was his stepson, has her last name. So they added Machado to all their names and added Garry to all their names to make the stepson feel included, so the mother didn't change her name, and now the stepson has a different name than everyone in the family. The stepson's young, like 4 or 5 years old. They should replace Ian Garry with Rosenstruck. I was thinking the same thing. Gary's in witness protection. Yeah, Gary's in witness protection. If you want him to be a heel, then he needs to take the heat, whether true or not false. There's really no other option. But for me, as somebody who covers the sport, I speak in realities. You know, I don't make up. Like, you guys are being literally, I don't know what the word is. Pro wrestling term. You guys are being jobbed. I think that's how that word works. All these people, all these personalities on Twitter, all these YouTube content creators, all these MMA media members who are asking about Ian Machado Garry to every single fighter, they're just looking to get clicks, man. They don't actually care. So they stir up drama to make money. That's it. It's just disingenuous. Mark. Yeah, you guys are marks. That's exactly what you are. If you guys can't see it, that's how dumb you are. I mean, it's just misogyny at the end of the day. There's generally nothing else that can be said about it. MMA fans are completely lost. That's true. That's true. I've said it a million times. I'll say it again. They don't even like the perception that Ian Garry and his wife are on the same level, because the majority of MMA fans are incels who never touched a woman, never been with a woman, and they think that the world should be like the 1960s, and that's basically it. People expect someone who has pneumonia to go out of presser and talk and fight, and you can't even go to the groceries while sick. Exactly. Did you see Colby call out Ian Garry? Dude is projecting, calling him a cuck. Dude, Colby's the closest thing to a cuck we have on UFC 296. He's the one paying women to hang out with him. Does Trailblazer step in for Garry? I don't care, dude. Kevin Holland's a literal bum. I'm tired of hearing about Kevin Holland every time there's a fight cancellation, to be honest. Unpopular opinion, 296 is so stacked, I don't think losing the open and fight hurts that much. Shut up, Fight Life, but you're right. Do you think Luque will still fight? Probably. I'll say probably, but I don't know. If you guys haven't watched my video, here's what I want. Here's what I want. I don't want to see Garry versus Luque. Scrap the fight. Don't care about it. I want to see Garry booked at 300 against the loser of Edwards Covington. I'll be pissed if they switch around the Wonderboy fight. They're not going to do that. That makes no sense. Why are people saying shift around that fight? Why would they shift around that fight at all? That makes absolutely no sense. Wonderboy and Luque already fought. Wonderboy beat the brakes off of him. It makes no sense. Why would they make Bilal step in on short notice? Like, you make no sense, dude. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Luque versus Shamil Gaziev. Shamil Gaziev would wreck him. Ian was going to lose. I doubt it. What Ian Garry said about Neil Magny really bothered me. Oh, he said, I don't like that Neil Magny said he's become accustomed to beating his 3-year-old child. Yeah, I'm glad you have a problem with that. Now, I've been there before. It's awful. You can sleep before you hacking out green. Yeah. Having the flu is atrocious. I haven't had it in a long while, but it's bad. Now, I've been there. Okay. Exactly, dude. Magny said it himself. Stop. You got to own up what you said. Joe, have you ever worked on your own cars? Yes. I would assume the UFC would turn around Ian Luque for 297. Maybe. I want Ian Garry versus the loser of Leon Edwards. Let me tweet that out, by the way. I said it in my video, but let me tweet that out, too, because that's a banger. Forget about Garry versus Luque. Book Garry versus the loser of Edwards versus Covington at UFC 300. That would be a massive fight. Forget about Garry versus Luque. Book Garry versus the loser of Edwards Covington at UFC 300. That would be a massive fight. There we go. Boom. Boom. Magny did nothing wrong. He bragged about being accustomed to beating his 3-year-old son. That is facts. That is undeniable facts that I can back up with evidence. Also, I love how people try to say he doesn't beat his kids. He just hits them a little. Like, you can't discipline a child without raising your hand. You're a bad parent and a coward. Agreed. Agreed 100%. And they don't even know. They're not around him. They're not in his house. They don't know what he does or doesn't do. My whole point is, even if that's not what he meant, I still think it's shitty to say. Okay, Joey, this whole Gary thing is not making sense. What do you mean? What don't you understand, Bitsy? I'll clear it up for you, my friend. By the way, I seen a clip of Colby talking at the press conference. Maybe I'm crazy. I want you guys to let me know in chat. That's why I'm asking you. Does Colby not have the most feminine voice ever? I don't know if it's the weight cut. I don't know what it is. I never realized it until maybe it was just a clip, or maybe he's losing his voice or something. Like I had it playing and then I clicked on another tab and I'm like, damn, that sounds like a woman. Am I wild? Am I wild for saying that? I mean, I know I don't have the most manly voice ever, but it doesn't sound like a woman. It's flu season as well. My fiance had it. I'm getting it now. That sucks, Patty. That sucks. Close your eyes. He is a woman. Dude, I'm just laughing at... Yeah, I was deeply turned on. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I was dying... What was I going to say? I forgot what I was reading there. Colby looks like he's tired of acting like that. Haven't watched your video yet, but who steps in to face Luke? I have no idea. Maybe Kevin Holland. So I thought you were joking supporting him. Just doesn't make sense. All the support you're showering him with. Pause. Like, what part doesn't make sense, Bitsy? Give me one sentence and I'll break it down for you. Long-time supporter and donator. Did you see Lucas Tracy mention you? No. What did he say and where did he say it? Called Colby Shav Cat Rat Shit. Oh, that's a good one. Damn. That's a beauty. That's a beauty name. I mean, that shit's just corny. That shit's just corny. Colby needs growth hormones. Ian Gary's the kid in class that would everyone get shit, but when you give it back to him, he cries and snitches in the teacher. What evidence do you have to support that claim? Gotta get off the Ian Gary train, bro. We forgive you and we all move forward together. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. Just speaking facts while everyone is literally working you over for clicks. He's literally all these people are working you over for clicks. The Ian Machado Garry story is a non-story in general. Not him pulling out, but I'm saying everything previously is a non-story. Lucas Tracy was saying he really likes your channel. Yeah, man, me and him are cool. Me and him are cool. I like Lucas Tracy. I don't watch a lot of like videos, to believe it or not. I just don't have enough time to watch a lot of videos, but I hope he has a lot of success. I've been seeing he has a lot of success. I've popped in like a stream or two. We've collabed before. So, I wish him nothing but massive success. And I appreciate him saying that. If he did in fact say that, I don't know. You could be making that up, but you wouldn't come in and make up praise, I guess. I just don't care about the whole tabloid angle of it. We don't make gimmick UFC news here. Okay. But I don't understand. What support am I showering him with that doesn't make sense? You see James Lynch says all your takes are for clicks and you don't actually believe them. I've not seen him say that exact. I've seen people have sent me him alluding to that. One day me and James are going to get on stream. We're going to have a debate. If you actually listen to what I'm saying, there's no way you could believe any way, shape, or form that what I'm saying is not, reasonable. So I know you usually keep it professional. Don't get involved. Would you be happy if Colby got brutally finished? I would enjoy it. Yes, I would enjoy it. I was trying to think about it. You're probably the only dude on YouTube who uses Machado so frequently. So let me explain to you why I do that. I do that intentionally. And if you've been watching for long enough, you understand. So there's these people out there online in the MMA fan base, and they are so, I don't know what the word for it is. They can't believe that he would add his wife's maiden name to his name to support his stepson or stepchild. And they hate that name for whatever reason. And so I just like to use it to troll him. Another MMA streamer was live and said, you tweeted betting the house on Ian Garry fighting Saturday and then deleted the tweet. Yes, I did. And then I tweeted out that I was wrong. And then I discussed it in my video that I was wrong. Have you never tweeted out something or said something that was wrong? I mean, I have mistakes that I've made. I made a mistake in my video yesterday. I forgot that Rafael Dos Anjos fought Fiziev. You're not allowed to be wrong? Who was it? Who was it that said that? You act like it's some type of big deal. Yes, guys. I tweeted out that there is no way that I believe Chael Sonnen, and his reporting of any news ever. Sorry, the 1 out of 500 times that Chael was right happened to be this time. And then I deleted the tweet because it didn't make sense now, because right after I tweeted it, literally the news broke. So whoever that was, I'm glad they're stalking my Twitter. I'm glad they're a fan of mine. I'm glad they're interested in my opinions, but why wouldn't I delete that considering I just tweeted it out? It's not like I went back from a month ago and said, oh yeah, let me delete this. I don't have a problem with it. They made a big deal about it, and that's all they said about you. Who was it? Tell me who it was. I probably don't even know who it was, to be honest. But apparently I'm very popular in the MMA community. Do you have a short notice opponent for Vicente? I don't really care. I don't care if Luque stays on the card or not. I'm going to be honest. You know, I don't want to see him fight Kevin Holland. I mean, that's okay. It's not a bad fight, but it's just not the greatest fight ever. It's just like if Luque pulled out, I would want Garry to stay on the card. I did make it up, but you said you hate when people try to make beefs between channels, so I've tried to do the opposite. Okay. Fair enough. Why would Garry go from fighting Nagny to #1 contender, especially after he pulled out? I mean, Ian Garry has more ranked wins than Colby Covington, current ranked wins, so that's probably why. You're right, Colby probably doesn't deserve it. Emmett Bryce is a good main card fight, agreed. Joey, so Brendan Allen, Leon Edwards, multiple other fighters are chatting lies as well. Wake up, Ian's a bad guy. If you notice, most of the other fighters who've talked about Ian Garry don't have personal experience with Ian Garry. They've just regurgitate what they've heard online. So, yeah. Dude, it's basically the co-main. Ian Garry was the co-main. Everyone wants to see Leon's fight behind what happens to Ian. I know. It sucks that Gary's out. Is UFC making Shavkat versus Bilal? No. Colby has the most uninspired, cringy, uncreative names. His fans just eat it up like slop and laugh. Yeah, his little bit of fans. I want to know who this YouTuber was that was so focused on my tweets. Does anyone know who that guy was talking about? Just what a dick rider. Worried about what another man tweets and if he deletes it because he was incorrect and he had just tweeted it. And then he acknowledged it in the very next tweet. But why wouldn't I delete it? Because it was false information. And I was trying to give information to people on Twitter where you literally shitpost. James Valencia, thank you for the 22 months of membership. What's up, buddy? Thank you, James. I appreciate the membership. I appreciate your support of independent, free-thinking, critical thinking MMA media. I appreciate it. Has James Lynch just been talking shit about you lately? Seems like anytime someone brings you up, he has said something about you. It's always negative. I don't know. I've seen a little bit of it, and I would say I would say 99.9% of what he has said has been based on literally false information. So I don't know if it's a lack of paying attention. I don't know if it's a lack of critical thinking. I don't know if it's him reacting to what certain people are saying in chat that aren't true, but him thinking that it's true. I've seen some of it. I haven't seen all of it, but I don't really care. You know, it's no big deal. Unless there's something new that I've missed. But you saw a couple people have sent me clips here and there. I think they want me to say, oh, fuck him, you know. I've talked to him. I've told him, look, you know, the things that I have seen, I've been like, this is false. I don't, you know, you shouldn't believe this person. And we will have like a debate or something soon enough. And we'll clear it all up. So, you know what it is? You're so even keel about everything. Your haters wait for opportunities where you make mistakes and pounce on it to get you triggered. But you never give them the satisfaction. Yeah, I don't care. Let me explain this to you guys. I love covering the sport from a perspective that isn't just number one priority making money. I love doing that. I love speaking fact. I love giving honest opinion. And I love not making the number one priority money. I can't be bought. I can't be paid for. And I'll cover the sport exactly how I damn well please. And to be honest, as just some random dude who said one day, let me just jump online. Let me just, you know, start making some content because I'm really not happy with the landscape of MMA media. Let me be a different version of what the current coverage is like in MMA media. For people to genuinely get upset about what I have to say. For people to genuinely care so much about what I have to say. For other channels that are much larger than mine to genuinely really care about what I have to say. For people, just random people online, like who only have a couple videos, making videos, reacting to things that I've said. I'm going to be honest, even people who do that and shit talk me, it is the biggest compliment that I could ever get. It is truly the biggest compliment that I could ever get, because when you speak the truth and you cover actual facts, and I know I'm giving my opinion and you don't have to agree with my opinion. You can say my opinion, you disagree with it, but it's not like you will never see me actually misrepresenting facts like a lot of people do because they have these inherent biases. There's no better satisfaction than that for me, is the fact that you have these motherfuckers who deeply care about what I have to say. I mean, I couldn't be any more honored by that. Genuinely honored by that. That not only some of you guys who care and like the channel, but to have these people upset, disgusted, you know, hateful, and wanting to attack me online because they don't like my opinion. Meanwhile, I turn on my computer, I turn on my camera, I hit record, I upload my video, I walk out this office door right here, and I go live my life. I mean, it's the most beautiful thing I could ever imagined, and it's only just getting started. It's only just getting started. I will keep just pounding away. And I'll keep setting information and false narratives. I'll keep setting it right with the truth. And I'll keep giving unbiased opinions. Meanwhile, all these clowns are just focused on money, 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 clicks, 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 subscribers, 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 subscribers. And yeah, I don't even remember what I was. Oh, I know what I was responding to. But yeah, it gives me the utmost satisfaction that people care that much. I'm really happy there's someone like you to dispel the trash that MMA fans say. I feel like you would be more successful if you were less aggressive, especially when talking about the fighters. It is what it is, man. I just talk the way I talk. I'm not trying to harass anyone or go after anyone or tag anyone, or it's just, I just cover the sport the way I cover the sport. So, Sober Carl, thank you for the $5 super chat. Joe, you're really a stand-up guy. I said some mean things to you, and I was wrong about you. I hope you can forgive me. Much respect, brother. Listen, I will never take any deep offense to anything anyone said to me online, so you're all good, Sober Carl. No matter what you said, I appreciate your $5 donation. Watch the videos, watch the streams. That is the biggest sign of respect that you can show me, whether you love it, whether you hate it, whether you agree with it or disagree with it. I appreciate you. All right, where was I at now? Thank you again, James, for the 22 months of memberships. UFC probably happy about this. Now they can use him for UFC 300 with tons of hype behind him. Agreed. So you're saying Ian should get rewarded for pulling out and get a higher ranked fight, so maybe he should pull out again if that's the fight. gets booked, and then gets a title shot according to your logic. No, according to my logic, Colby Covington doesn't deserve a fight with Ian Machado Garry. Because Colby hasn't fought in damn near 2 years. He doesn't have a current win over a top-ranked 15 fighter. And I just think you look at his resume, you look at Ian Garry's resume, which is a much better resume, to be quite honest. And I think that's a fight that makes a lot of sense. And I think it would do big numbers. And I think it would be a good test to kind of lead Machado Garry to a title fight. I think James Lynch is stuck in his ways. I don't know. Do you think Colby versus Islam is the super fight Dana's talking about? No. We forgot about Jake Paul, Anthony Pettis versus Benson Henderson this weekend. I don't care. Get upset, no comeback apart from personal attacks on appearance and nothing else. Yeah. I've said this before in many videos. When people can't attack you on logic, they just start attacking your appearance. They just start using ad hominems. You know? And I've said it a million times. I know some of you guys who watch all the streams probably get tired of hearing it. Appeal to popular opinion fallacy. Just because it's a popular opinion does not mean it's true. I stand behind everything I say. If I'm wrong, I will widely admit that I'm wrong. I mentioned multiple times in my video, I tweeted this out. I did not believe this any way, shape, or form, and I was wrong about it. You know, I don't know what more I can do to be open and straightforward with you guys, and it was just tweets, you know. But, yeah. To use Ian Garry as a media vehicle is just unbelievable to me. To use Ian Garry as a media vehicle. Who was that dude on your Twitter that replied like 15 times under one post? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't typically look at the replies all that much. And if I see something crazy, I usually just don't read it and mute them. So they made me mute it, which means it doesn't show up. Patty Mills, truly embarrassing to reply that many times. I did not see that. I'll have to check it out. Robin Hood of the MMA community. Thank you, Patty Mills. Saw Keith Peterson at the gas station today loading up on cigs before 296. Yeah, I'm sure that he did. I hope Leon KO's Colby already calling out Strickland and Islam. Yeah, me too. You know Jay MMA Joey? What do you mean, MMA Joey? What's MMA Joey? What do you mean? I find it hilarious that you constantly use Machado Garry. It's the little things that make me laugh because I know there's people just burning up about it. I'm glad you know that, Fight Life. I'm glad you understand. Like, some people who don't watch the live streams regularly don't understand some of the sarcasm. But yeah, Ian Machado Garry. Ian Machado Garry. What a name. What a family man. To take his wife's maiden name and add it to his name because he has a stepson. Like, to be like being dead serious. Forget about the sarcasm. Forget about the trolling. This man took his wife's maiden name to make his stepson feel included in his family. Because you have to understand, he marries his now wife. She already had a son that has her maiden name. When he marries her, her name changes. When they have a kid, his name is the last name is Gary's name. So now this kid is going to grow up and not have any of his parents' last names. So they added Machado to everyone's name and they added Garry to everyone's name to make the kid feel at home, to make the kid feel more included in the family, because that's something that would bother a kid legitimately. I think that's admirable. I'm not even being sarcastic. I think that's admirable. And to be honest, I don't give a fuck if he changes his name to Patricia. His first name. What do I give a fuck about another dude's name? I'm going to cry. Oh my God, I can't believe he added like a middle name or a second last name. Like, who gives a fuck? I don't got time to think about that shit. But Fight Life, I'm glad that you respect it. I'm glad that you respect it and understand it. But yeah, I have a video out on the whole topic if you guys want to check it out after stream. But thank you, Sober Carl. I appreciate you. Something is going on with my chat right now. Something is going on with my chat right now. I don't know what's going on. Let me see something real quick. There's no way. Somebody... Okay. Something was going on right there. I don't know what was going on. It was glitching or something. I don't know. JMMA. Yes, I've heard of him. I've seen a little bit of him. I think we rated him before, if I'm not mistaken. But what about him? What about him? I think I follow him on Twitter as well. Colby got a haircut on Bennett. Will the curse hit? Hopefully. I personally think Ian is stuck between trying to be a heel like McGregor and being PC as directions of his management. He should pick his own natural lane and follow it. I don't care what he does. He's growing the sport, I'll tell you that much. People said that about Conor. Conor literally got pulled from an event for not showing up for press conferences. I like how that one dude came in. Is that the guy who was worried about my tweet? I'm curious. I'm very curious. 50. Let's search something. I want to know who that was about that saying that. I don't know who it could have been. I don't know if you're saying it was him or not. Thank you, Joey. I appreciate you being so real. You're welcome, man. I don't know if you're just kidding around or not, but I'll take it. Because there's a lot. I mean, I'm telling you, everyone is not really who they truly are. If you met me in real life, we hung out as a group of friends, 75 of us or 10 of us or 5 of us, exactly how I act in here is exactly how I act in real life. It's just who I am, It's just I give my opinions, what I truly feel. Because listen, a lot of people are too focused on making money. You can make money and still be true to yourself. You don't have to try to fit someone's name into a title of every single fucking video just to get attention. So, I'll continue to do what I have to do. I'll continue to grow the channel. And I'll continue to be a threat in the MMA community. They want to bully me. People are going to say, oh, Gary pulled out because he was worried about Conor at the presser. If you watch the video, I said, oh, no. He's going to be wary. Oh, you're a cuck, Gary. You're a cuck, Gary. And he's going to be stumbling over his words. Dude, Colby doesn't even know how to talk. He doesn't even know how to articulate himself because he's putting on a fake character. 80 people in here, get the likes up. Yeah, if you guys could like the stream, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, double check and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We are cruising along, and hopefully we witness some serious growth in the next coming year. If we hung out, it would be Hunger Games. Stop playing. Yeah, I would end your life. That's for sure. And I'd win. If we hang out as a group, we all got to listen to Creed and chill in the hot tub. Exactly. It's only going to be a 3-person hot tub, but we're all going to squeeze in anyway. Jamal Hill is the most sensitive fighter. He can't handle a single ounce of criticism. If his game and always reply in an angry, aggressive manner. Agreed. Agreed 100%. People act like, oh, this person. Jamal Hill's the most sensitive person in terms of MMA fighters. Dude's always crying about something. Colby's by far the worst trash talker. Can't take him seriously. I've never watched a full Colby Covington interview ever. I would say I don't think I've ever watched more than like 3%. I don't even know if I've ever clicked on a full one, to be honest. I've only seen clips on Instagram because I think it's embarrassing. Dude just stumbling over his words sounds like he has some type of disability, to be honest. He's putting on an act like he has a disability, which I don't appreciate. Since Gary pulled out, let's book Pantoja and Wonderboy and Luque versus Rival. No, absolutely not. I'm not really like dying to keep Luque on the card. I don't really care all that much. Dude, the people, I just seen someone responding to me that said, why would Gary get Colby or Edwards considering he only beat Magny? Well, who the fuck has Colby beat? So, Colby's stick makes sense if you learn the history of the origin. A bunch of owners moved up there after the Civil War to continue. I don't even know what that means. Leon will win. I hope so. But honestly, if Leon loses, it's not the end of the world. I feel like when folks accuse fighters of stuff that's untrue, like Ian Garry stuff they're projecting, it's usually the truth. Colby literally pays women to hang out with him. I mean, that's embarrassing. Did Jai Herbert ever wake up from that Taporia KO? He did not. Dan Hardy. Rumor is that you can still hear Dan Hardy yelling, "Stop the fight" to this day. Colby's been out for too long. I don't think he can match Leon's energy. I hope Leon fucks him up. I would bend you over in disc golf. No, you wouldn't, Will. I haven't been playing. I've only played like once in the last 2 months. I'm embarrassed of myself. I'm too busy pleasuring a bunch of grown men. But overall, like on a more positive note, UFC 296 is still pretty nasty. You know, it doesn't need Gary versus Luque, but it does take a little bit of zing off of it, if that makes sense. It does throw a little bit of cold water on it. So, you see Leon say that Colby's having another dude's Trump's face is kind of sus. He should use that in the presser. That's not really what he said. I did see that. I thought it made exact sense. Yeah, he said, I don't know why he's obsessed with another man. It is very bizarre. Imagine getting another man's image printed on your back. What it is the political people in the MMA landscape are sycophantically obsessed with people like Dana White and Donald Trump. And so what Colby did was, because he couldn't get his own persona and because he couldn't get any fans to like him just by doing something original, he attached his name to a political figure to therefore absorb that political figure's fan base in a way, who also like MMA. So, you seem pretty positive, dude. Keep grinding. Thank you. I wonder how much Colby paid to fix the tooth Masvidal knocked out. I don't know. I would ask if I was Leon. I would ask if I was a media member as well. Disc golf seems difficult as shit to me. Probably a lot of fun, though. It's kind of difficult, but you can get into it. It's a lot of fun, dude. It's a lot of fun. If one day I can get the channel big enough, I can get like a disc golf sponsor, I'd be hyped. It's a lot of fun. I haven't played a lot recently, but I do love playing. I want to go. I actually would love to go tomorrow. Or Friday. Friday's supposed to be pretty nice, but it gets dark so soon. I think it's supposed to be nice on Friday. Yeah. Why is it weird to Leon he's selling merchandise with his face? Yeah, that's not another grown man. That's not another grown man. That's his self, and he's not necessarily wearing it. It's weird to like obsessively attach your entire personality off a political figure. It's bizarre. But there's people out there buying political memorabilia. It could never be me. Should they put Casey O'Neill on the main card? Shut up. MMA Guru had an anonymous source that states you were on the Ian Garry payroll. Oh. Okay. Caught me red-handed. I think you just made that up, but caught me red-handed. Josh versus Bryce on the main card. That's what I think. Colby uses Trump as a media vehicle. That's exactly what he does. Colby went to a decent college. It surprised me how illiterate he sounds. He really does. He really does. Did you hear his baby has pneumonia too? Is that true? Or did you make that up? That's sad if true. People probably make fun of him for that too, somehow. I don't know people where... I don't know what that means. Imagine Wonderboy KO Shavkat. That would be fucking crazy. That would be straight up mind-blowing. That would be straight up mind-blowing. I don't even know what my reaction would be. I think my jaw would just drop. I want to watch that Dana White interview. I was thinking about doing a video on it, but then all the news broke. So I didn't get a chance. There's the Dana White interview where he talks about 300. He talks about Tom Aspinall. I was going to take all the notable quotes from that and kind of break them down in the video. I thought that'd be a good video idea because there was a couple decent gems from that. For those of you who have notifications on, was I one of the first, once the news was official, was I one of the first that covered the Ian Garry thing? Because the second Dana White announced it, I made a video quick. No, the baby and Ian have pneumonia. That's sad. That's, dude, pneumonia can really do damage to a young child like that, you know. Ian Machado Garry doing with Conor what Colby does with Trump. I wouldn't say it's that extreme. You and Lucas Tracy were quick. Did he make a video on it? Let's see what his title is. Just out of curiosity, I like to try to look at shit like that sometimes. The UFC 296 press conference is ruined. He pulled out. Dude, I can't believe people are excited for a presser. I don't know why people are excited for a presser. You were about to go live too? Yeah, I was about to go live, and I seen people talking in the Discord, and I'm like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? And then somebody showed me that it was actually legit. I heard it from the Weasel first, then you. Fair enough. Parker Porter's the GOAT. Agreed. 300 is going to be mediocre card. No real star fighting in a short notice. We'll say it's still 4 months away. Joe, imagine how much time Colby took into calling Shavkat rat shit. Dude, that's horrific. I would have called him Shavcock. That's what I would have called him. I would have called him Shavcock. That's what he should. Someone tell Colby quick. Call him Shavcock. Yeah, I'm not fighting that Shavcock. Or better yet, call him Shaved Cock. Yeah, I'm not fighting Shaved Cock. I know it's still not funny, but it's better than what he came up with. Shove cock, rock my ass. That would have been better. That's still not funny. That's still not funny, but he should have called him shove cock, rock my ass. Colby spends time in Trump Mar-a-Lago bathroom on the weekends. Wouldn't surprise me. Pause. My little cousin died from pneumonia at 3 years old. Yeah, shit is scary, man. Shit is scary. It can affect old people as well. Old people die from pneumonia all the time. That's still not funny, but I'm laughing about it. That's better than what was it? Cat shit? Rat. I don't even remember what it was. Shavkat's super quiet. Why is Colby trying to bully him? Because he knows Shavkat would fuck him up. Dude, Shavkat would work Colby so badly. I can't stand any fighter that talks to himself in third person. Colby's is all about that cringe. I don't even know. I haven't been paying attention to anything he's been saying. That's still not funny. So what's the best nickname for Shavkat? What should have Colby called him? I'm thinking Shavkat rock my ass. That's what I would have called him. Someone needs to email Colby that. I wanted Colby. I thought a good nickname for Jorge Masvidal would have been instead of Jorge Gamebred Masvidal, I would have called him Jorge Inbred Masvidal. Still not that funny, but better than what he called him. Did you see the Ferguson Nakamoto interview? I have not seen anything. I haven't watched a single embed or anything. Once you get it, you're always open to get it again. I've had it now 3 times. Each time's gotten worse. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever had pneumonia. Not that I remember. I haven't been sick since Calvin Cade or Giga Chikadze. Whenever that was. Oh my God. Knock on wood. Now I'm going to get myself sick. I got pneumonia when I was 2 months old. My dad told me it was festival season. They had to go to 4 clinics at night, which were closed. I almost died as a kid. I had, I forgot what it's called, but it's some type of respiratory illness that they thought was eradicated. And it was very, very rare. It was pretty much eradicated. And so I went to the doctor. I was like a couple months old or something like that. Maybe 2 years old. I don't remember exactly what it was. And basically they were like, there's no way he has this. There's no way he has this. And then they had to go around to a couple different doctors. Finally, I was tested for it, and it turns out I had something that they thought was gone. So, Colby stuttering over his lines and forgetting phrases were on full display today. Yeah, I haven't watched it. It's embarrassing, dude. And people suck that up. The WWE sycophants suck that up. Joey, how much Rogaine do you think Chael puts in his hair? Because bro has nice hair for his age. I don't know. My grandfather passed away at 80 years old and had a full head of hair. So I don't know. He never used anything. Usman talking like a campfire. Yeah, campfire, scary story for Kamaru Usman. For sure. Jorge Moorbread. Jorge Little Table Masvidal. You haven't been sick in a long time, knock on wood. There's been times where I've felt like shit. Like, I've had a headache or I've had a stuffy nose. But, like, actually sick. If you guys want to see me actually sick, Calvin Cade or Giga Chikadze live watch along. I was sick as a dog, man. I was tired. I felt like shit. That's the last time I've been really sick. which is crazy. Luckily, I don't get sick often, but knock on wood. Jorge Inbred, Thrash Vidal sounds good. Tuberculosis, no. Usman's always acting like he's telling a scary story around a campfire, which is hilarious. I only read part of this comment, but I'm not going to read the entire thing, but think about how dumb this is. Somebody commented on my video. Dude, what you just said is not going to get you any subs. The only reason us hardcore MMA fans wanted, he's quoting me here, the only reason us hardcore MMA fans wanted Gary there was because of the soap opera press conference. That's what I said. He said, yeah, that the fight would help, but it's the drama, man. To say Gary's a bigger draw than Colby's just ignorant and shows you just started in the game. Okay. All right. What a clown. The Gary video is doing well. That's why everyone is so pressed about Gary. You're mad lucky. I think mine's going to go in 10 years. And oh, that's horrible. That's horrible. Joey, you're low-key one of the best in the game, even though you're low-key insane. Do you actually mean that, Hap? Am I the best in the game? Am I one of the best in the game? Is that true? Is that true? If I ended my channel tomorrow, would you be annoyed? Like, would you be, if I just said, you know what, I'm retiring the channel, I don't feel like doing it anymore, it's taking up too much of my personal life, would you actually be annoyed? Would you be, like, disappointed? I had pneumonia as a baby. It caused an ear infection in my left ear. I lost about 50% of my hearing. I was DQ'd from the Navy despite super high test scores. That sucks. That sucks. I had an ear infection when I was like 14. Oh my God. I had gotten in a crazy car accident. I told this story the other day. I got into a crazy car accident. I got fucked up bad and almost died. And the ear infection was worse than any of the damage from the car accident. I would dead ass not even be playing. It'd be very sad. Thank you, Will. Yes, I would be bummed. These streams are fire. Thank you. Thank you. That makes me like, okay, I can never end the channel. Because I'm totally one of those type of people who gets to 100K and then makes a video and says, look, my job is done here. My job is done here. And just disappear into the ether. That would totally be me. That would be me. Like, I'm crazy to the point someone could bet me, hey, Joey, there's no way you could get to 100K subscribers on YouTube in 5 years. And I'll be like, well, I'll damn sure try. And then the second I get there, I won my bet, I proved my point, and then I'm like, I'm moving on to bigger and better things. Yo, I just want to double check that my 295 winnings are going towards the 296 pool. Yes. 100%, Mario. 100%. Are you joining the pool? Nobody. I've reminded people once or twice, but nobody's really sent it. Only like 3 people have sent in their things. So if anyone else is joining from the Discord, send in your 5. But yes, Mario. I'm not looking at it right now, so I can check. But it was 100, right? I'm not looking at my PayPal balance right now. I've never even took it out. At what point can you monetize an MMA YouTube channel? I don't know if they changed it. But it's 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. They may have changed it. Ear infections are awful. I agree. You just reminded me I had an ear infection when I was like 4 and I was just crying and screaming. Dude, it was so bad. I'm in, Joey. I'll send it now. Okay, Fight Life. I got conjunctivitis and I had to give my end semester's exams, which were 6 papers on consecutive days because I couldn't get a medical exemption. That sucks ass, bro. Little do we know that's what this all is, the result of a bet. Wouldn't that be crazy? Now, I really wanted to do this because the MMA coverage is dog shit. That's why. You know, and I'm not trying to say I'm some phenomenal, you know, MMA media, whatever you want to call it. I don't really consider myself MMA media, even though technically I would be considered at this point. But it's just, I wanted to be the person that I've always wanted to cover the sport, if that makes sense. That sucks ass, bro. That's how you get conjunctivitis. Oh, that's how you ended up getting it, huh? Dude got conjunctivitis in his college years. So we know what Ashutosh has been doing. Joey's definitely going to make a fake announcement at 100K saying he's quitting YouTube. I should make a video. Dude, if I hit 100K before the 5-year mark, I mean, I'm at 2 years and 8 months. I'm at 2 years and 8 months. So what does that leave me with? 2.5 years. If I get 100K in 2.5 years, that'd be pretty sick. I think it's possible. I mean, the growth is exponential. The more growth you get, the easier it is to get growth. Pause. Hap, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you for becoming a member, Hap. I greatly appreciate you. Joey will sell out and go to witness protection at 100K. Well, now once we see him start posting my bookie at promos on the IG. Sent, I'm picking Ian Garry by Boston Crab. You know he's not fighting, right? I'm picking Ian Garry via Boston Crab over pneumonia. Yeah, anyone else who's joining, Mario, I don't know if you want me to take your... Is your winnings going to be considered your entry as well? I need to know that. Yeah, but Hap, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate the support. I appreciate you buttering me up by saying, Joey, you're one of the best in the game. Best in the game, man. I need to hear that more often from you, Hap. So, I appreciate it. Will is supposedly joining. I'll believe it when I say it. So let me mark this down real quick. Fight Life. I like to mark it down as I get the email so that way I don't get confused. All right. Fight Life. All right, I'll mark that down right there. I'll send it soon. Okay, no big deal. Damn, Hap, a little late on the membership. Yeah, Hap's been a little worse for wear, man. It's been hard times for Hap. It's been hard times for Hap. All right. Joey, you're being willfully ignorant. One bad press conference, bad moment, or something can be mean, can ruin you, and Ian's smart enough to know that. Just like Bilal, Patty, or Jeremy Stevens, Ian went from being the next big thing to public enemy, and maybe he can't handle it. Okay. Willfully ignorant. Joey, come meet me in the bathroom. I got to show you something. Hey, man, I'm bringing pepper spray. It's confirmed that Luque is off the card with no replacement. Is it? Is it now? Is it? Post it in the cord, man. Post it in the cord. But yeah, if you're in the Discord and you're joining the competition, make sure you send in your 5 ASAP. Bo Nickel murders Andre Muniz. Dude, Bo Nickel would starch out Andre Muniz. But bummer for Vicente. Nah, dude. Vicente Luque's life just got saved. Vicente Luque's life just got saved, my friend. So. Okay, it's from Big Marcel. I didn't read it, but I'm going to take your word for it, Will. I didn't click on it, but I'll take your word for it. I don't really care. I mean, unless it was to keep Ian Garry on the card, it doesn't matter if Luque's there or not, to be honest. Like, it's a little bit of a bummer, but it's not. Like, if Luque pulled out, I would want them to find a replacement for Garry. Only thing I can say about Lucas is it makes me a little uncomfortable when he says swear words, even though I cuss like a sailor. I don't really cuss. I don't really cuss that much in videos because I like to save them for moments that they really need to be used, if that makes sense. I like to save them for moments that really need to be used. Without you, Lucas and Weasel MMA media would be so boring. Are those your 3 favorites? Which one's your favorite, Hap? Is this channel your favorite or no? Garry was going to touch that chin. Pause. Yeah, Garry was going to rough that ass up. Garry was going to treat Vicente Luque like his newborn baby. Oh, wait, never mind. That doesn't make any sense. He was going to whoop him. Joey saves them for when he's being used as a media vehicle. Ian Harry. Yeah, Ian Harry. The unfrozen prehistoric human, I forgot to pronounce his name, Orbal, is ready to fill in against Luque. That'd be an easy win. It's between you, Lucas, and Ashley. Talk to your chat, and I you better as a creator? So it's me then. I'll take the number one spot. I'll take the number one spot for Hap's favorite channel on YouTube. Well, favorite MMA channel. You know what I've been watching recently? There's 2 channels I've been watching like religiously recently. And that is the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel and Bald and Bankrupt. Fucking 2 quality channels, man. Bald and Bankrupt and Outdoor Boys. Go watch those channels. Those are 2 banger channels. I would have still fought and given Vicente pneumonia. Yeah, I'd have given Vicente Luque pneumonia too. I would have went to the press conference and coughed in Vicente Luque and Colby Covington's face. Outdoor Boys is fire. Dude, me too. I love Outdoor Boys. When Ian fights Colby after Colby inevitably loses to Leon, Ian should say, I become accustomed to these types of beatings. Washed 170s. Yeah. That's what he should. 296 is half good, half mid. It's kind of sad Eric Gary's not fighting. Let me ask you guys this. If you could keep... Let me do a poll. Which would you prefer? Gary versus Luque and Leon versus Bilal, or no Gary and keep Leon versus Colby? So basically what I'm asking you is, would you prefer Gary or Colby to pull out? Like, would you prefer to keep Gary versus Luque on the card, but Colby pulls out and we get Bilal versus Leon? I put it in a poll. So Gary Luque stays on the card, but you get Leon versus Bilal instead of Leon versus Colby, or Gary comes off the card and you keep Leon versus Colby. I'm curious. A YouTuber like Tommy G is similar to Bald and Bankrupt. I may have seen it before. I don't remember all their names. I said 296 was mid, then you realized I was acting like a casual. Yeah, it's not bad. No Gary. Y'all watch Will Survives. He's a kid living in the mountains, building log cabins. I think I have seen some of his. I have seen some of his. Patty Pimblett will get wrecked by Orabal. Now, I want to see Colby get knocked out too much, plus it's for the belt. Fair enough. I was just curious. Blades, shades, and lizards. What does that mean? The best thing would be get Bilal to step in to fight Leon and make Colby fight Vicente. Okay. Yeah, make Colby fight Vicente instead. Colby would ragdoll Vicente, though, in my opinion. Tommy G posted a documentary, The Streets of Baltimore. Maybe I'm in it. Tony looks old. Tony looks so old. It was really bad. Man, that's actually a real good idea. Leon Bilal, Colby, Vicente. Yeah, considering Colby doesn't deserve a title shot anyway. If I could pick any pullout, this is going to sound crazy. If you put the card back how it was, and I could pick one fighter on the main card has to pull out, I would have Leon Edwards pull out and then get Bilal versus Colby. Tony's at least 50 in fight years. Tony's like 175 in fight years. Dude's a dead body at this point. He's deteriorated. Tony Ferguson's already has rigor mortis. I want to see Ian Gary fight Mike Malott at some point. That'd be a banger. Bro, you need to tone down your Twitter trolling a little bit. Or what? Twitter's just for shit posting, dude. I don't know why you care that much about what I say on Twitter, in terms of just fucking with people. Joe, I agree 100% Colby Bilal would be fun on the feet. Yeah, I think it'd be a banger fight. I want to see that matchup at some point in time, but it's probably never going to happen. Bilal going to cook Colby if it ever happens. Dude, Bilal, TKO, and Colby, I think I would cream myself immediately on stream. That'd be the most, because it would just make the fan base's head explode, which I love. So, Bilal going to, okay, I already read that. Yeah, that'd be a banger fight, though. I think that'd be a big fight. I honestly think if Colby won the fight and, you know, it's Twitter, bro. Don't be a poodle. I don't know what poodle means, but I'm assuming you're taking my sign, Snag. Colby ducking Bilal like crazy. Dude doesn't want the smoke. Dude doesn't want the smoke. Dude doesn't want the smoke. All right. All right. There can only be one Matthews timeout. Who are we timing out now? I hope it's someone who knows the jokes. Hot take, Twitter's more civilized than TikTok. Dude, Twitter's not civilized at all. Someone told me that apparently there was a YouTuber crying about my tweets. Who was that? Do you know who that was, Matthews? I'll get him in a second, Pat, but I'm waiting for him to answer the question. Thank you for the $2, Matthews. We got to end that at some point. I got him, Pat. I got him. I'll give him the minute. I'm curious if he knows who was talking about it. Somebody came in and said, "You said bet your house on it." Apparently he's not answering. Emmett Bryce confirmed for the main card. I still think it's a good card. Knocks it down to about a 7.5 instead of an 8.5, though. I will say that. Heel Colby gets the belt and might get some buzz. Leon personality doesn't sell fights. Fair enough. All right, apparently Matthews doesn't want to answer. Answer in a minute, my friend. Answer in 1 minute's time. Answer in 1 minute's time. Hap is still ducking me. Hap just became a member, bro. Members have an extra protection. Do you think 300 will have more than 5 fights on the main card? No. No. Absolutely not. I do not think so. Heel Colby. I think Colby, if he wins the belt, I think he can actually become a draw if he wins the belt and actually defends. But other than that, if he doesn't defend, he's just going to fade in obscurity. He's going to get beat by the first. If he fights Bilal, he fights Shavkat, I think he loses. I'd love to see Shavkat beat the brakes off of Colby. Is putting your own picture on the lock screen and home screen a sign of narcissism? Yes, dude. That's fucking weird. I've seen people that do that. Beyond weird. Beyond creepy. Beyond creepy. Let's see if I got any held for review comments yet. Oh, I knew there should be some. Joey, please stop sucking this dude's toes. I don't know why you're always on your knees for Ian. Also, quit saying Machado Garry like a cuck boy. You're the only one who likes this clown. Why did that get flagged? I like that. Approved. That's funny as hell. That's funny as hell. How dare they use Ian Machado Garry as a media vehicle? Multiple people in the comments are like, yeah, he only pulled out because he's a vegan. Fucking idiots. I'm sure nobody's ever gotten sick who isn't vegan ever. Leon talks weird. He has an accent. 300 will underwhelm. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not ready to bury it just yet. I'm not ready to just bury it just yet. I just seen a headline. UFC leader Dana White claims, quote, Patriots should be down in Bud Light by the gallon amid the promotional's new sponsorship deal. Dude, you know how much Bud Light's paying Dana? I'm done. You know what Dana needs to be guzzling by the gallon? Never mind. Let me stop. That's wild. That's wild. Pat said, Hap, what's good? What's good, Hap? What's going on, Hap? I can't believe Chael Sonnen was right. I can't believe Chael Sonnen was right. How is that possible? How is that possible? I mean, that is straight up bizarre. Joey, I actually seethed when Colby called Luke a brain bleed Luke. Did he really say that? That's actually really fucked up. That's actually fucked up. Colby versus Ian Garry, the fight, I agree. Overall, this is a massive loss for Ian. Tons of hype wasted. Can't stick it to the haters. Yeah, but when it his return, he'll still be very big. So. Chael found out the news after guzzling something. That's probably true. Check Shelby's rate in the top 15. He called Luke a brain bed. That's crazy, dude. That's fucked up. But then again, he made fun of Matt Hughes. For those of you who don't know, Matt Hughes is a former UFC fighter and coach. He got hit by a train while he was in a vehicle and suffered a traumatic brain injury. And he can't walk or talk like he used to. He's just kind of fucked up. He's recovered more than he was. And Colby Covington was cracking jokes about him, you know? Like the fact that he suffered a traumatic brain injury. I think that's the most fucked up thing you could do. So, yeah, Chael's wrong 100% of the time, but I guess now it's 99.9% of the time. The Matt Hughes one rubbed me the wrong way. Yeah, nobody cared about that. Nobody cared. I just think that's fucked up, man. Making fun of someone who can't walk or spend time with their family anymore, like in the normal way, because they got a brain injury from a traumatic accident. It's disturbing. It's actually disturbing. Matthews got timeout. Yeah, he did. Pipe down, Pat. Oh, shit. I don't like Matthews mouthing off to another member. Yeah, Matthews mouthing off. He really is sick. Also, Colby said Usman's coach got a heart attack and died because of him. That'd be watching from hell. Yeah, dude takes it too far. I'm not going to sit here and clutch my pearls over it, but I think that's fucked up and nobody ever cares about that. Colby let Razor Masvidal knock his teeth loose. That's true. I honestly think Colby has issues talking since Masvidal attacked him in the steakhouse. Maybe he's scared now. He's got PTSD from being attacked at a steakhouse. Brain injuries are no joke. This December 29th will be 10 years since F1 driver Michael Schumacher went into a coma. Is he still in a coma? I've never heard about that. Would have loved to have seen Ian Garry versus Michelle Pedetta. I would love that. That's a banger, but they're in two different weight classes now. Michelle Pedetta went up to 185. Niles. Who does Ian fight now? He should fight the loser of Edwards versus Covington. The loser of Edwards versus Covington is the fight to make. Matthews and Happ need to get in the octagon with me for UFC 300. I agree. I agree. 100%. Colby's definitely going to get attacked in the streets again sooner or later. He's been attacked in the streets multiple times. Joe, I'm going to clutch my pearls for you. Colby's fans get mad at Gary, and I don't even like him, but they glaze Colby. I mean, it's just massively hypocritical. It's massively hypocritical. You know? These interviews of fighters when they're driving is the craziest thing. Pat's been lippy. He needs a timeout. Say no more. Say less. Say less. Pat, you need to stop getting... Is there multiple Pats or is there just one Pat? I think there's one Pat. If not, that's who it is. Tiramisu, thank you for the $1.99. Pat, Pat, you know what I'm doing right here? I'm playing the world's smallest violin for you, Pat. Right here. Colby made fun of Poirier's wife for no reason, too. The WWE fans love that shit. They love that shit. Say, oh, he's so funny. He's so funny. And he doesn't even deliver in a funny manner. Like, if it was mildly funny, I'd be okay with it. But it's not mildly funny at all. It's not really all that funny. All right. Where were we at? Let's see. See how the video's doing all right. Video's doing all right. YouTube UFC media is way better than the mainstream UFC media. I'll heart that. Someone says if he has herpes, it weakens his immune system. Johnny Walker's funnier than Colby Covington. Agreed. Joey, Michael Schumacher's story is so sad if you look it up. Never recovered from a brain injury. You know what's really fucked up? There's a situation where these divers got sucked into a pipe. And there was air pockets in there. This was an oil pipe. And they were injured. They were hurt badly. But one of them got out. And one of them got out of the pipe and said, look, we need help. And the people in charge said, nope, we're not going back for them. And they were left in the pipes for days until they essentially died from their injuries or suffocated or something. And they could have easily went back in there and saved them, and they didn't. They refused to. So it's actually disturbing. Like, I don't even want to think about it. Oil pipe disaster. They just left them to die. The para-diving incident. The para-diving incident. P-A-R-I-A. Diving incident. One of them got out. They were in there alive with a small air pocket. They're injured. They're covered in oil. And they just left them there to die, even though they could have easily went in and saved them. One guy got out because what he did was they didn't even know which way to go because they were so discombobulated because they got sucked in so fast. They were discombobulated, and they picked a certain direction. They all decided because they could only go one direction because the pipe's so small. Only one person. You can only go one direction. You understand? Like, you couldn't. If one person decides to go this way, basically everyone in front of him has to go that way, if that makes sense. And one of them got out of there, but he was heading towards, if he was wrong, he would have just drowned. And when they got to the last air pocket, they were running out of air, and the other guy was too injured. So he gave him his diving stuff. He made it out. He survived. And he said, we have to go back in there. They're all still alive. They're injured, but they're still alive. And they said no. They heard them knocking on the pipe for days. They probably thought that someone was coming to rescue them, and they left them there to die. It's disgusting. It's despicable. And it actually really pisses me off. Just saw what happened with the Matthews incident. Very sad. You didn't know about that. There's video of them stuck in the pipe. I know from the guy that got out, right? Why didn't they save him? They were saying, oh, it's too dangerous or something like that. But the guy who got out was willing to go back and save him. The guy who was able to escape was willing to go back, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember. I watched it a bit ago, maybe 6 months, a year ago. It's disgusting. Recently in India, 41 workers trapped in India for 17 days when an under construction highway tunnel caved. All were rescued. I think I heard about that. No, there was a video of them getting sucked in. Really? I think I did see that. Now that I think about it. Yeah, you don't really see much, though. I can't believe they left him in there to die. Dude, here's what's crazy. Swimming through a pipeline for 2 hours in complete darkness, not even knowing if you're going in the right direction, looking for air pockets and trying to stay calm. To preserve the limited oxygen tanks. Pure nightmare fuel. All while not knowing if the other end will be plugged or not. Imagine going through all that just to run into a dead end. Also, the fact they were left apparently alive without making a rescue attempt is abhorrent. It's disgusting. That's a nightmare. That's a fucking nightmare. When I read about that, I was disgusted. Imagine going that way. It doesn't. I'm assuming it doesn't show that much, right? It's crazy how it happened in a second. There was something to do with pressure, and they just got sucked into the pipe. So they did leave them to die, dude. That's fact. They were banging on the pipe for literal days. So it's disgusting. disturbing. But moving on to something more interesting. I was thinking about doing some underwater. Won't do it, man. So risky. Yeah, that is scary. There was a moment in the Schumacher doc where son said just wanted to be in Vegas for one day to see me race like him that had me in tears. So he's still in the coma is what you're saying? Joe, what are your thoughts on the Ocean Gate incident? Fucking terrifying. Oh my God. I would have never went down in that motherfucker. But I don't like that people were mad. There was mad people joking about it. Like, I get it. We meme about everything. But it's like, let it breathe for a little bit. Let it breathe for a little bit. It's disgusting and disturbing. Yeah, still in a coma. That's sad. There was one guy that was in a coma for like 12 years. And he woke up and was totally normal. And then, like, he was only totally normal for a couple hours. And then he started to slip back into a coma and then died right afterwards. How weird is that? How weird is that? So... Didn't save them because the pipeline would have needed to be closed for 2 hours and that would have cost $1.1 million in profit. Not happening. Disgusting, man. They probably thought maybe someone's coming for us. Pause, and no one ever showed up. What a nightmare that would have fucking been. What a nightmare that would have been. I mean... It really is. I mean, one of my greatest fears is being in a coma but being awake and paralyzed. There's something called locked-in syndrome where you're completely paralyzed, you can't speak, but you're awake for everything. So you can hear, you can see. What's the incident called again? The para diving incident. Just search oil pipe disaster and you'll find it. You'll find it. It's disturbing. It really is. And they just left them there. Horrific, horrific, horrific. I can't believe people hate Bilal enough. They want to say, oh, put him in with Shavkat, even though that makes absolutely no sense. We're going to rearrange the whole card for Luque, who nobody even cares about that much. It was only Gary that they actually cared about. The para pipeline. I was just about to get on live, and then the Ian Garry news broke, by the way. I was just about to get on live. Ooh. Let's see. What do we have here? Give Bilal the shot and make Colby fight Luque? Yes. 100%. Well, hopefully we don't get any more injuries. Imagine we get another injury. Because I'm telling you right now, if Colby pulls out or something, I don't think Colby will pull out. But if Colby pulls out, Leon's not taking Shavkat. I'm telling you right now. And he's not taking Bilal either, I don't think. Luque didn't want to shorten this fight, and that's why the fight is off. Otherwise, they would have found a replacement. Lucas Tracy said Gary got sick because he was worried about the trash talk. Hey, man, I guess if that's what gets the views, that's what picks up the views, my friend. That's weird, though. I don't know if he actually said that. Dana White confirmed that him, Miller, for UFC 300, because he's booked, apparently. He's one of the vets that hasn't looked completely terrible lately. I saw that clip. I was actually thinking about making a reaction to Dana's presser. Or not presser, his interview where he let out a couple decent tidbits of info. Damn. Well, we're 48 hours out, boys. We're 48 hours out. Essentially. Right? So in 24 hours. No, I'm wrong. So it's Thursday at 2 a.m. So this time it'll be Friday at 2 a.m. And then it'll be set. Yeah, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. We're 72 hours out. I'm an idiot. Said something close to that. He does say kind of outlandish stuff for views, though. Yeah, I mean, sometimes people are just over-exaggeratory because it, I guess gets people to click. But yeah, hopefully Miller is on 300. He deserves to be on 300. Mullet Miller has a KO power after being so long in the game. Dude, who remembers when Jim Miller got choked out by Nate Diaz and his tongue was stuck out of his mouth while getting guillotined? Who remembers that? Book Miller versus Green. I like it. Miller already has a fight, though. Does Miller get into the Hall of Fame? No. But maybe. I don't know. Who cares? Did you see Tony on Media Day? He looked confused AF. No, I didn't. I see he looks old as hell. I do agree that 300 is going to be Cheeks. We'll see, man. It's too early to tell. It's too early to tell. Green versus Benny. Dude, Benny's calling out Benoit Saint Denis. That is fucking wild. That is wild. Benoit Saint Denis. Dana's the type of dude to tell Miller if he wants to be on 300, he's got to fight Jalen Turner or he's off the card. Pretty much. The Ian Garry hate is too much. Agreed. Miss Tony's presser. Did he say 5 fights and a title? Woo! Benoit's going to dog walk him. Benoit would starch him out cold in the first round. Benoit would starch him out cold in the first round. It would be bad. Really bad. It'd be horrific. Dude, I've said for a while, I even have a video up on the channel about how I think Dariush is overrated as hell. And that kind of came to fruition. Dude, making up fan fiction about Ian Garry, what has been said about his true? I'm not even going to respond to this clown. I don't even care. I'm just looking at comments right now. His stocks were high after the Gamrot fight, but I think Gamrot just sold the bread that night. Dude, Gamrot's not that good. Who's the replacement for Garry? There's nobody. Oh, Emmett versus Bryce. Yeah, it's going to be moved to the main card. I thought you meant like a replacement fighter. There won't be a replacement fighter. You got to respect McNeil for that. Agreed. Poirier or Chandler won't have the balls to do that. 100%. Seeing the comments on Instagram is crazy. This is legit comment I stumbled upon. I don't like Garry, even though he's white. Like, this is MMA fans. That's bizarre. When making St. Petersburg, Russia, the ground was so muddy, people would get stuck and trampled to death. Instead of getting them out, they just paved over them. Paved over them while they were dead or paved over them while they were alive? That's crazy. That is crazy, though. They didn't want to waste their money. Shout out to Beneil for taking the toughest fights. Agreed. 2024 UFC Hall of Fame thoughts. Nunes, Glover, Masvidal, Frankie Edgar. No. To any of them. But I don't really care too much about the Hall of Fame. I don't know what... it's not that prestigious. Basically, whoever Dana White and the UFC likes, they'll book into the Hall of Fame. I can't believe it's already damn near 2 a.m. That's wild. Yeah, if somebody wants to go handle this dude in the comments eventually. Dude said, what's the fan fiction about Garry? What's the lies that have been said? There's been so many lies that have been said. I'm just peeping the comments for the video. I'm surprised the video has picked up subscribers. I thought some people might be like, I'm out of here. There's a guy who's always on MMA-related posts making racist jokes, stuff like John Jones is GOAT even though he's black. What a cornball. That's beyond weird. Lucas knows nothing about what makes a winner, even though he just thinks better conditioning is everything. Okay. Will we ever see UFC 1000? Will we see it? Probably not. Probably not. I mean, it's possible. We'll probably be like, what? Somewhere between 70 to 90 years old, depending on how old you are now. Maybe. What did it take about? No, it took about 30 years. Yeah, so it took about 30 years to get to where we are now. They started in 1993, so that's 30 years. So you're looking at another 60 years to UFC 1000. What's next for Kelvin? Being cut from the organization for not being able to defend a takedown. Joey Tiramisu is right. So many comments like, I respect Khalil even though he's black. Dude, a lot of the MMA, a good portion of the MMA community just loves like racial slurs, homophobic slurs. That's what they enjoy. A good portion. I don't know what percentage of it is, but a good portion of it. You know, you see it every day. It's fundamentally undeniable, even though some people deny and get angry that you even acknowledge that it exists. You know? Not that I'm saying that's all that bad. It's just bizarre. But a lot of people in the MMA community are obsessed with race. Obsessed. But I don't usually read the comments all that much anymore. I just kind of go on about my life. And that's it. And that's it. No sense reading the comment. Did we see Laura Murphy versus Karine Silva? That's going to be a beatdown and a half. Saw one today, even though Ian's white. I hope he gets KO'd. Okay. Why would they just move Luke versus Gary back to January? It's possible. I think they might move him to 300. Joey, read Australian Axel's comment. I saw that one today. I did. Didn't I just read that? Me personally, I respect Khalil even though he cries in every interview. Does he really? Khalil's from Vegas. I don't think he should fight Pereira next. Who do you think Khalil should fight? Krylov. I think he should fight Krylov next. A beatdown and a half. Yeah, he really beat him. Lipsky's gorgeous, is she? I don't even remember that much what she looks like. Ariane Lipsky. I mean, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but I'm surprised she doesn't have more simps. I'm surprised she doesn't have more simps. You're right. She's better looking than the majority of the roster that has all these simps. I never noticed that, to be honest. She doesn't have anything on Verna Jandaroba, though. Or Juliana Miller, apparently. Ask anyone who's seen a Khalil interview. He burst into tears every once per interview. I'll take your word for it. I was just looking at Luana's brown eye, the whole Edgar fight. Shut up, Hap. Would you say Khalil had a good performance against Anthony Smith? It seemed like an odd fight to me. I think it was a decent performance. I think Anthony Smith looked old, slow, and out of shape. Would you say... Okay, I already read that. Boys, I can't believe it's damn near 2 a.m. You guys keep me up every night. I actually took a nap. I was going to go live earlier, but I basically ended up going to sleep for like an hour and a half at like 8 o'clock. And then I was kind of, okay, I was streaming a few, and then I kind of put it off. And the next thing I know, the Ian Garry news broke. So then I did a video immediately and jumped on. There's so many people in my comments saying he ran from this fight. That's funny. That is absolutely hilarious. Caressa Shields versus Ronda Rousey super fight. Smith is poor light heavyweight version of Ferguson. Maybe. I don't know. Don't do Ferguson that dirty. Don't do Ferguson that dirty. Ferguson used to have the most unbelievable pressure and power. I'm curious what this main event looks like on Saturday. I could see it going either way. I could see it go either way. Guys, like the stream and do me a favor. Check and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. As Hap says, this channel is the best in the business, low key. So, and I mean honestly, like look at this beard. Look at this beard. I mean, look at that beard. Is there a better beard on MMA YouTube? You let me know. You let me know. If you don't want to subscribe to that, I don't know what's wrong with you. So, will Bilal fight for the title next? I'm going to say yes. But I have no confidence in that answer. I remember when Khalil cried because someone asked him if he thought Modestus having success after Khalil destroyed his knee. I haven't been paying attention to any Khalil's. I remember him crying in the cage at one point in time or something. I did not know he did that. Do you remember when Kevin Lee head kick KO'd Gregor Gillespie? I thought he really died that night. I was there live, dude. It was filthy. You could hear the actual thud of the kick in the arena. It was filthy, bro. Nasty. Nasty, 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 nasty. Can we get a Bilal video from Merab? He's also deserving of a title shot. Yes, you can, eventually. I think I already have one, but I'll make another one. Closer to the fight, maybe. Or closer before he fights Cejudo or something. But I've already kind of made that video, but maybe I'll make another one. If Usman eye-poked Leon in their first fight right before the head kick and got ruled into a contest, Leon 100% would be calling for the rematch. No one would believe that he's good enough. Agreed. Agreed. That's a good point. 100%. That's what would have happened. No one would have ever wanted to see Leon ever fight for the title again. Isn't that crazy? What's crazy is Herb Dean. I went back and rewatched that. Herb saved Leon. Leon was getting pressured up against the fence, and Herb separated him at like the 2-minute mark. Right before, like a minute before the KO. Which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm not a big fan of refs stepping in unless it's super egregious. I thought that was a bit of an early step in. So, Merab versus Cejudo, who you got? I got Merab. I actually made a video on that. Nobody watched it apparently, though. So I'm actually a little bit of annoyed. That video, I got 1,100 views. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. And it has an okay amount of watch time. But I put that out earlier. I react to a bunch of fight announcements in that video. A bunch of fight announcements in that video. So if you care to check that out, I would greatly appreciate it. Let's see what the full card prediction's done. The full card prediction's done all right. Ian Garry's now out. I'm just wondering, how does Kevin Lee fit in all this? I'm wondering the same thing. There's a world where he doesn't break up Usman Leon against the fence and Usman title's reign ends at the hands of Shamil Gaziev. Very, very true. I wonder who Usman would have ended up fighting next if Hamzat still moved up. Colby's pressure is enough to throw off Leon's game plan. Even if he doesn't have KO power, he can squeak out a win. I agree. MMA Joey versus MMA Guru heavyweight bout. Why do you want to see such an, one-sided matchup? A brutal beatdown. A beatdown of Glover Teixeira, Anthony Smith-esque. Usman praying for Leon to lose on DCRC because he has 2 wins over Colby. Wouldn't surprise me, dude. Wouldn't surprise me, because he's like, if Colby wins, Usman could get the next title fight. We get Colby Usman 3. But I think Usman's, I don't know, he doesn't have a path towards the welterweight title right now. It's too log jammed, and he lost to Hamzat. He'd have to go out there and starch someone, and, he should be calling out Shavkat or something if Shavkat wins. Should Usman go to middleweight permanently? Probably. It's more wide open. Joey versus Parker Porter in bare knuckle knife fight in KFC parking lot? No. I really hope Bilal doesn't get screwed out of his hard-earned title shot at Glory. Agreed, because Bilal's already in his mid-30s. So if they make him wait a couple years, make him fight other fights, it's not going to end up good for him. It's now or never for him. It's now or never. So it would be unfortunate. Does Trump's relationship with Colby influence Dana's decision making? It's possible, but I don't even think Trump even knows who he actually is. Like, there were some clips going around. He doesn't even really watch. He doesn't really even pay that close attention to MMA, UFC. He's more of like a boxing guy from a clip that I saw. So I can't speak for 100% certainty, but I don't think they're like that great of friends. What is Aljamain Sterling's path to gold at featherweight? Fight Max Holloway, beat Max Holloway, and then call for a title shot. But he would get starched by Max. Hey, Joey, I have money. You're welcome. Or awesome. Awesome, my friend. I'm glad you have money. I'm tired of you using me as a media vehicle, Ice Cold Yellow Red Bull. I'm tired of you using me as a media vehicle. What a banger stream we've had. It's been so long since we had a good ooh moment from you. I'll break one out soon enough. I'll break one out soon enough, my friend. And it'll be spectacular. Next time there's a really shitty fight on a post fight, I'll just scream out ew instead. Instead of doing anything else, I'll just scream ew. Yes, Max reckoning Aljo, agreed. Aljo versus Yair would be a banger. I think Yair starches him. It'd be somewhat interesting. But I don't know. I don't know. What was I going to do? Oh, I meant the members this stream from last night, but I forgot. Let's see. Monetization. Oh, no. YouTube put way too many ads on this. They ruin the streams by doing this. The streams that I do leave up. I hate that. If you're ever watching a stream replay and there's too many ads, comment on it and I'll try to fix it. YouTube does it half the time now. I don't know why they don't fix this shit. Okay, and this one they didn't put any ads, so that's fine. It's annoying as hell, man. Nobody wants to watch that shit. Alright, turned off that stream. Cater versus Yair. I'd take Yair. Aljo went from the top dog to thrown in the middle of division full of killers. I know. Are you excited for Tatiana versus Lemos, another banger? Yes. I reacted to that in the video I made. If you guys want to go check it out, it's the UFC 298, 299 video that is out on the channel. UFC announces massive fights for UFC 298 and 299. I react to a bunch of fights, one of them being that one. So if you care, check that out. But yes, I'm excited for it. I think it's a banger matchup, but I do think Suarez wins. But Lemos is dangerous off her back, and she has good power. Hard to watch a Lemos fight after watching her get dominated. But yeah, but she still has good power and good jiu-jitsu. So she could maybe make something happen. My friend. But listen, boys. It's getting late. It's getting real late, boys. It's getting real late. What a result in the UFC would make you sing, Can You Take Me Higher? Ian Garry just starching out Colby and then humping his dead, lifeless corpse Adesanya style. I'll be like, can you take... Let me stop. I'll save that for the fight reaction. I watch the ads just so you can get money. Appreciate you. Very much. So, that means the world to me. It's hard to believe, boys. We are very, very close to Ian Garry versus Vicente Luque. Never fighting now because it's ruined. Anywho, what I want you guys to do. Okay, let's see. Let me copy this. I want you guys all to go watch my Ian Garry video, please. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel. Just join Why did Ian Garry pull out? He has pneumonia. Go like the stream, subscribe to the channel. Go watch my Ian Garry video. Like it and comment on it. Help boost it in the algorithm. I would greatly appreciate it. He broke both his arms and broke his legs. What is he, somebody from SpongeBob? If you could take away anyone's belt, who would it be? John Jones. He's not fighting. He doesn't want to fight Tom Aspinall. Get rid of him. But please go watch the video I just linked in chat about Ian Garry, the real reason Ian Machado Garry pulled out of UFC 296. Boost it in the algorithm. Comment on it, Help counteract the haters. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys very much. I will talk to you guys later. Maybe I'll go live tomorrow. I don't know. They got the press conference tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a reaction to that since so many people seem amazed with that. Maybe I'll do it just for the hell of it. But please go to the link in chat, and I appreciate you guys very much. Good night.